We all want a love that lasts a lifetime. We all want to feel in love, connected and seen forever. And it's possible. I've been in love with my husband every day for 30 years, so I know it's possible. But some people, they want to keep their love and make it last by being easygoing and low maintenance, keeping the peace, just chilling together, as if that will keep them safe from a relationship breakup. But you know what will actually keep your relationship strong? Having tough conversations. If you're avoiding tough conversations, you're not actually dodging conflict. You've just stopped reaching for each other. You're thinking, as long as we keep it light, we're good, right? That's not how this works. You see, the strongest bonds aren't formed by chilling together. They form because of those messy, uncomfortable moments where you address something meaningful, where you say, can I talk about something that really matters to me? Because love isn't about avoiding conflict, it's about you letting somebody in. So I'm making this video today to fire you up, because those tough conversations that you've been avoiding are actually the superpower that can help your love last for a lifetime. Let's get into it. You see, we've avoided having hard conversations in the past because, frankly, we're not 100% sure that our love can handle the honesty. You see, we've had fair weather friends in the past. They've been there for us in the good times, but whenever any tension or conflict came up, they leave. So we've learned how to keep everything happy and comfortable and pleasant. Because once we bring those difficult things up for discussion, we're worried that everything else we've swept under the rug might come up too. And we've always avoided saying anything that would hurt each other. And these things are going to hurt each other a little bit until we resolve it. And we're worried that we might not feel unconditionally loved by each other anymore. You might think that you're finally getting to see the real person during a harder talk, but what you're actually seeing is how they handle difficult emotions. So when we bring up what's bothering us, we've got to realize that each other's self-worth is in play, and we're bumping into each other's self-worth. So we need to be still careful with our tone and our body language, and in everything we do, we need to make it obvious that the relationship is not in danger here. So why bring it up at all if it's just going to make us both upset? Well, we have a chance to build a more honest relationship here, where we're actually honest about what's going on in our heart. We have a chance to build a stormy weather relationship, a relationship that can handle things. The things that we're avoiding talking about, it's usually because we think a solution can't be found, but that's usually not the case. And if you're prepared to talk about those things, the emotionally hard things, it shows your partner that when hard times come, you're not going to run, that you've got resilience, and that difficulties aren't so scary, and that that you're going to have the capacity to overcome together. And likewise, if we avoid having those conversations, it says that there's things that could break us. There's things that we can't afford to talk, and that weakens trust. It weakens each other's ability to be yourself together. You know that feeling of tension when something's wrong but nobody's talking about it? Look, not talking about it's not working. Hard talks create a space for us where we can talk about what matters and where we're hurting. We can bring up old wounds and hurts. And by talking about it, we're saying, I trust you to hear me. I trust you to be safe for me. And that is very bonding. And you're not going to have intimacy without being vulnerable. Now, if the relationship does blow up after having a hard conversation, it's not because you talked about it. It's usually because of the unresolved issue. Look, if we're honest, we all have relationships where we've left something unsaid that we're too scared to talk about. And sometimes it's better having things left unsaid, but that's not as often as you think. Because every time you face something hard together, you're saying, I'm in this with you. We're going to tackle this together. I'm in it for the long haul. Talking helps you find out all the stuff that's hidden from you, because we can't see our partner's beliefs and values and ideas and thoughts. We can't know what their experiences are unless we talk together. And sometimes a lot of the problems are a misunderstanding, and that talking will clear it up. Look, it's not just as simple as saying, I'm going to do it. Obviously, to have hard conversations, there's skills that you can learn, but it's so worth doing, because not much feels better than getting emotionally stronger, and you're building for yourself a more emotionally resilient heart. Those talks are going to take you back to when you first were in love, when you were willing to let yourself be fully known by each other, when you were both raw and tender and real together. My husband and I don't fight in general. We've had about 4 fights in the last 30 years that we've been together, and we've been in love with each other every single day. The fights there's enough love there even during the fight for us to still feel in love. And the reason that we don't fight is we have these hard conversations all the time. We bring up what's hurting. We talk about it. We resolve it. We come up with a plan together. And you can do this too. These talks are always going to require courage, and you're going to have self-trust. So start off small and build from there. This is how you build a relationship that will last. Your love story is worth it. Thanks for listening.